Tut-tut, the grave index has appeared. That means the story of the dead has been neglected. Interesting.
Necro Historian?
Not now, I'm busy. Fascinating.
We have visitors.
Oh, welcome, my deadly dungeon dwellers. I am the Necro Historian, and this is my assistant, Tut-tut the Tiny Terror.
Oh, are we playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight?
Dragons, no, but dungeons, oh yes. Tonight, the Grave Index has given us a story about a vast dungeon of death down below.
Can we just play Uno instead?
No. Beneath the medieval streets of Edinburgh, Scotland. Some were not buried, they were sealed alive underground.
Okay, we get it. Dungeon of Death, blah blah. How bad could it be?
The South Bridge Vaults was a city beneath the city, full of all the discarded living the world did not want to see. No windows, no air, just breath, waste, dripping water, and sickness. The vaults did not smell bad, they smelt alive.
If that's what living smells like, I prefer the dead.
Don't worry, they won't be living long. People slept shoulder to shoulder. Fleas leapt freely. Rats nestled in their hair. Then there was a knock at the door.
Amazon?
No, a visitor from the realm of evil.
Yeah, Amazon.
No, the plague had returned. Armpits swelled, groin split open, black boils oozed yellow fluid that soaked through clothes and pooled on the floor.
Okay, that's enough. You can stop. I know you plague doctors love that stuff, but are we done?
Victims coughed up their lungs, frothed pink. Blood sprayed walls like damp paint. Oops. Sorry, I can't help myself.
Bleh. History is too moist for me.
Here is a first-hand account they found later. My sister's neck burst while she slept. The fluid ran warm and sweet. I wiped it with my sleeve. Now the sleeve is stiff.
No sleeve should ever be described as stiff.
Officials panicked. They chose speed over mercy. Vaults entrances were bricked shut. No lists, no checks, no exceptions. People screamed as the bricks were stacked, one on top of another. Inside, the air grew thick, wet, and sour. Candles burned the last of the oxygen.
Sounds like a living tomb.
It was. Days passed, then weeks. The sick died first, then the healthy. Bodies bloated and ruptured, releasing gas that hissed softly in the dark. Maggots bloomed in their mouths and eyes.
Oh, here we go again.
Survivors licked condensation from the walls, not knowing or caring what the liquid was.
Please do not lick our walls of death.
Another first-hand account read, Mom says the walls are breathing. It smells like her hair used to.
What does that mean? Nope, no child should ever say stuff like that.
Hunger rewires the brain. People hallucinated bread on the floor, faces in the stone, voices promising release. Some gnawed leather shoes, some chewed fingers, some did worse.
Worse? Tut-tut is no longer hungry. As a matter of fact, Tut-tut will never eat again.
I doubt that. But another first-hand account reads, The man beside me stopped moving. I waited. He did not complain when I began.
Began what?
It doesn't say.
Nope. Okay, that's enough. You can stop.
But centuries later, they finally sent investigators inside the vaults. Do you know what they found?
Don't know and don't want to know.
They found Bones arranged deliberately, skulls stacked, children's shoes placed in rows. Not chaos, but order. Something had survived long enough to organize the Dungeon of Doom.
I think that's more disturbing than finding ghosts in there.
Witnesses now reported a new ghostly figure appearing in the vaults. Tall, coated, heavy boots echoing where footsteps once meant life. They called him Mr. Boots.
Mr. Boots? That sounds like a cute kitten.
Oh, he was anything but cute. One account reads, "I can't breathe, but Mr. Boots told us to wait. He says the vaults may open soon. He's been wrong before."
A ghost that wears boots? That's dumb. They have no feet.
He was not always a ghost. Once, he was the town's executioner. In the 18th century in Edinburgh, executions were not rare. They were routine. And like all routines, someone had to perform them. But when the plague returned, public executions stopped. But death did not. Someone still had to deal with the bodies. Someone still had to enforce order. And so the executioner's role changed. Mr. Boots was sent below the city, to the vaults. Not to kill, but to watch.
Watch what?
To make sure no one escaped quarantine. To silence screams that echoed upward.
They sent the executioner to babysit the sick?
Apparently, because when the vaults were sealed, witnesses claimed the executioner remained behind.
By choice or by accident?
No one knows. But either way, it appears he did his job well. No documented escape from the Edinburgh Vaults has ever been found.
That's it. I'm sleeping with the lights on tonight.
Well, dear viewers, remember the Edinburgh Vaults were not haunted because people died there. They were haunted because people learned how long a human can survive without light, without food, and without hope.
Hurry and ring the bell to put these tormented spirits back to sleep. I think I see something materializing in the corner.
Yes, I see it too. Strike the golden rim to banish shadows cold and grim. Ravens toll ring deep and wide. Grave index go run and hide.